Hi, friends. Hi, friends. How are y'all doing? Happy almost New Year. If it's your first time watching, let me know where you're watching me from. If you've been here before, welcome back. We're going to have a little girl talk. You can drop your dating, relationship, life, business questions in the question box. I'll bring them up and we'll discuss them. We'll have a good time. If you've been here before, you already know the vibes. This little piece of hair just snuck away from my little ponytail. It's fine. It's fine. Pittsburgh. Okay, what's going on from Pittsburgh? How you doing? How are you doing? Any advice for women 40 plus? Yes, don't look at your life from your age. I have been seeing a lot of women, hey from Chicago, a lot of women who are either in their late 30s going in, or even in their 40s, like telling their story about how they thought like time had passed them and all of these things, and their life really just began when they got into their 40s. So don't let your age define your story, right? Because at the end of the day, you can meet somebody in your 40s. You can meet them, get married, have children, start a family, all in a year. So don't get so caught up on your time clock. Like take the time clock off of you. Like my grandparents are in their 80s. They're still living. They will live another 20 plus years. And that's how you got to kind of like look at life. Like some people be like, oh, tomorrow's not promised. Stop professing that over yourself. Oh, stop professing the negative stuff over yourself and focus on the positive things, because the reality of it is it's never too late. It's never too late. It's honestly like you just need a mindset shift. And once you get that mindset shift, everything else in your life will take a turn for the better. Coco Bello. I do think it's possible. Only reason I think that it's possible is because sometimes people check out of relationships before they officially leave the relationship. So while he may have just gotten out of a relationship 4 months ago and you guys have been together for 3 months, he may have already mentally checked out. This is more so known for women. Women check out mentally and emotionally before they check out physically, but sometimes men check out too. And they'll just stick around out of guilt, out of kids or whatever, and they'll just stay. But the relationship could have been done way before they physically left. So, yeah. But if you feel like there's some like red flags or there's something happening that's giving you some concern, I'm not going to say ignore that. I'm definitely not going to say ignore it. Pay attention. If you have a gut feeling, something feels like it's off, or maybe they're doing something, pay attention to that. I might leave this live up. You know how it goes. Sometimes it's like I could leave the live up, and then sometimes it's like, girl, you're going to have to, this live might be for my subscribers only. So depending on how tonight's live go, the replay might only be available for the subscribers. I don't know yet. We're going to see what we talk about, see what I divulge, and we'll go from there. You having a hard time being single? God help me, child. One thing so when you stop identifying yourself by your relationship status and you start identifying yourself by who you are, you start living a life that you've never lived. And once you get to that space, it's like, I have peace, and you don't want anybody disrupting your peace. You know what I'm saying? That's where you have to get. You got to get to a place where like my peace is priority over my relationship status. I prefer you put the questions in the question box, because if it starts to go up really fast and I miss it, I don't want to not answer your question. But when you start looking at your life like I'm single, and you start looking at the benefits of it, I have peace, I'm chasing my goals, my career. I have healthy friendships. I have healthy relationships in my family. I have done the inner work. I am my bills are paid. Ain't nobody stressing me out. Girl, you'll start looking at it in a different perspective. Like, yes, as women, naturally, we want companionship. We don't want to be by ourselves. We want somebody because we're made to be that way. But you have to get to a place where you're like, I want that when it's supposed to happen with the right person than just having anybody. Because having just anybody, you don't want that. Because there's some crazy people out here. And y'all know, I'm pretty sure y'all have had situations where you dealt with some craziness and you were like, this guy I just met wants to go a 1 week long vacation with me too soon. Just met like last week, 30 days ago, 60 days ago. What's just met? And here's the bigger question is, do you feel comfortable going on vacation with him? If you do not feel comfortable, do not go. And even if you were to go, have boundaries. Like, I would discuss what those boundaries are. You know what 2 weeks ago? You don't feel comfortable. Yeah. You don't feel comfortable, don't go. Be like, hey, thank you for the, I really appreciate the gesture. But I just feel like it's a little too soon for us. But I would be open to that in the future, depending on how things go. But if you already not feeling comfortable with him now, it's probably because, because some men think that, if they take you on vacation, that's how they're going to be able to have sex with you. That's just the reality of it. They think if I take you on vacation, get you out of the country, get you out of the state, they think that like is supposed to woo you or wow you, and then now they can get you into a different atmosphere, a different place, and then now they think you're going to go ahead and give them some. And it's like, sir, if I don't want to, I'm not going to, no matter where we are. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So yeah, if you don't feel comfortable, girl, And that's also like a sign, like, let's just go ahead and not even continue, because if you make me that uncomfortable with that, And then I would be questioning too, like, why do you want to take me on a vacation so soon? Why do you want to take me on a vacation so soon? And I've had guys like that. They've been like, oh, they'll send me text messages like, book the flight, da 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 da. I ain't going. So your friend's standards might not be your standards, right? Your friends may be like, okay, girl, go ahead, because your friends might be the friends that, they're with that. But if that's not what you are on and that's not what you desire, do not go. 2 weeks? That's too soon. Exactly. I was like, we can wait. I'm not in a rush. Exactly. Like, let me continue to get to know you in these areas that I'm comfortable with, these areas that I feel safe in, these areas that are familiar to me. Because people are crazy nowadays. They try to get you out of town. They might try to, you just never know. And I'm always leery of men that do things too soon. Like, it's like, now? Exactly, Kira. You ain't about to kidnap me. I'm coming home to my family. You ain't finna kidnap me. But, like, men that do things too soon, like, if they do a whole lot in the beginning, it could be a green or red flag. But either way, it always puts me on high alert to pay attention. I'm like, okay, let me pay attention to what you got going on. I'm not attaching to you. My expectations are you have to respect me, and you have to do like that. You still have to pursue me, but I'm not going to be impressed because, you want to take me on a vacation or you did this. Like, I've had plenty of men in my life that have done plenty of things, and baby, I'm not impressed. Okay. He said he doesn't want a relationship because he is not capable. He prefers to keep things casual, but he loves me and wants me and he loves me and wants me out of his life. He doesn't want you out of his life, or he does. Either way, if you want a relationship and he does not, you guys aren't compatible. That's just easy math. If you don't want something casual and he does, we're not compatible. I hope you find what you're looking for, but I'm gonna go. I'm gonna see my way out. Ever since I broke up with my ex, he keeps popping up in my dreams. I don't know why. You guys have a soul tie. You need to ask God to break that soul tie with him so that way he can stop popping up in your dreams, because it's going to try to confuse you that you guys are supposed to be back together. Let me say something. I dated a guy one time and I had a dream about him while we were dating that was a good dream. And then when things started to get a little shifty, I had a bad dream. But it was because I was patient enough to say, okay. I said, God, if that dream wasn't for you, show me what's really up. And God is going to reveal to you every time. When I tell you God is the master revealer to his daughters, master, you don't dreams can be from God, they can be from Satan, it can be from your subconscious. So you got to really give that thing back to God. God, where does this come from? And how he responds to you saying no, not now, says a lot, okay? Baby, once you tell a man no, or you call them out on their crap, or you put a boundary in place, watch how they respond. Watch how they respond. It tells you everything you need to know. Oh, he doesn't want you out of his life, girl, because here's the thing. You become a placeholder. He doesn't want a relationship with you. He's saying right now, but what he's saying is, I don't want a relationship with you. Because a man that has met the woman of his dreams, his dream girl, the love of his life, he's going to commit. He's not going to let you be available for another man. Girl, no. We're not doing that. Not impressed at all. And some of these guys be doing the bare minimum, and it's like, hey, you're doing what you're supposed to do. I'm not impressed by that. You're supposed to do this. You're supposed to. You love him? Well, girl, unlove him. Love yourself more. They hate when you say, I hope you find what you're looking for. I hope you find what you're looking for. Men hate when, especially men that are used to women chasing them, they hate when you actually don't chase them. They become the demon of rejection, the demon of pride comes out of them so bad. You be like, who is this person? All I said was that I want you to go find what you want, because we don't want the same things. But some men get so used to women that will conform to what it is that this man wants, that they'll stick around and do whatever. They'll be a placeholder. They'll go back and forth, let him date other women, come back to them. No, baby. I hope you find what you're looking for. We can be cool. I'm one of the coolest girls somebody could ever have dated. Ever. We can be cool. I can still be a caring, nice, loving person that I am to you, and still not be emotionally attached to you to a point where I'm like, well, I'm just going to go with whatever you have going on, because please, do you know how many men want me? Crazy. That's my go-to. I'll always gracefully bow out. Always gracefully bow out. And girls will real life hate you because you are the actual woman that he wants. He says he doesn't want a relationship with anybody ever in his life. Girl, leave that man alone and stop falling for them lies. Leave that man alone. And so here's the thing. It don't matter what that man say that he wants. If it doesn't align with what you said you want, who cares what he wants? I don't care what you want if it does not align with what I want. I'm not sitting around waiting to be chose. I'm doing the choosing. Okay? You can choose me, but I got to choose you back. How can you distinguish between a love bomber and someone who is actually romantic? Time. Time and prayer, baby. Time and prayer. Every time, okay? How do you break the soul tie? Easily. Prayer. God, I sinned, I repent, I shouldn't have done this, I shouldn't have had sex with this person. I call back every piece of my soul that I gave to that person. I ask that you restore me back to wholeness, restore me back to peace, God, and that every piece of me that was meant for my husband that I gave to the wrong man or men, thank you for giving it back. I have prayed a soul tie prayer plenty of times. Okay? Because once you think you broke it, something can happen to trigger it to try to reconnect it. And you just like, I gotta break this thing again. And then you disconnect communication with him. Like, stop talking to him. Oh, and they hate when you ain't talking to them. Then they start doing stuff for attention. And you be like, why are you bothering me? I'm not thinking about you. Yes, they hate when you don't. Oh, they hate when you don't conform. Send them back to where they're used to. Baby, I am the queen of sin. Return to sender. Whoever and whatever you was doing before me, please go back there. Please. For the love of God, go back. If he say he don't want a relationship with only, he means you. Okay? If he say I don't want a relationship with nobody, he forgot to put in the with you part. Because men, they know what they want. They know what they want. They always come back, go no contact. Oh, they always come back. But I'm the kind of girl that when I am done with you, we are going to be done. I want you to be like, I don't even want you to like me no more, for real. Especially if you did something to like disrespect me. I don't want you to come back. I don't want you to come back. I want you to stay gone. And I'm 10 times out of 10 going to say something to you that's going to hurt your ego and hurt your pride to make sure you stay gone. For sure. How do you stop feeling embarrassed and hurt? Girl, why are you embarrassed? What you embarrassed about? You gotta, one thing that I learned when I wrote my book back in 2016, he's still calling you from unknown numbers. Don't answer unknown numbers. I don't answer unknown numbers. Don't answer them. You don't have to answer them. You can change your number too. Could change your number too. It was something I was about to say. Forgot. It was something I was about to say. I went no contact to set my boundary, but we have a son together, so it's been hard. It's only been 6 days and I'm new to this. I know eventually I have to break no contact in regards to my son, but how long should I give myself in no contact? I think while you're in no contact, you should go get a custody order put in place. Then when you hit them where it hurts, they talk about your kids. And look, when you hit them where it hurts, they talk about your kids, they talk about you, they talk about everything. You go from being the queen of their life to the scum on the bottom of their shoe. And it's like, but you wasn't just saying that a week ago. I know how you really feel. You just mad right now, but that's what I was saying. Be free from people's opinions. In 2016, when I finally released my book and I told like a lot of my story, and I tagged it in my story today actually too, and I said nobody could spill my tea better than me, right? And when I said that, I meant that because people will try to use your past or your mistakes or whatever to try to like make you feel bad or make you feel embarrassed. Can't nobody embarrass you about something that you done already said or something that you like. At the end of the day, if somebody has an opinion about me, what does that opinion do? I can't take that opinion to the bank. That opinion doesn't hold no weight in heaven. That opinion doesn't hold no weight with the people that love and know me in real life. Like, you have to free yourself from people's opinions of you, because at the end of the day, who are they? Who are you? You know what I'm saying? Like, and this was years ago, once I got free from what people thought about me, and y'all know, I've told a lot of my stories and been very transparent with y'all over the years. Those of you that have been with me for a while, riding with me for over a decade now, y'all know I'm super transparent. I could care less what somebody thinks of me. All I ask is that if you're going to tell my business, you tell the right story, because people be trying to tell my business and they be telling it wrong. They be telling it wrong. He doesn't want me. I'm embarrassed and hurt. Girl, who cares? Why are you embarrassed? Why are you embarrassed? Because a man don't want you? Like, but you gotta get to a place where you understand. And I learned this in my divorce in 2020. What I realized was everything that I brought to that relationship, I got to take with me. my beautiful heart, my beautiful spirit, my the wife that God had made me to be, the grace, the understanding, the catering, the servitude, everything that embodied who I am. When I left that man, I took it all with me. So if you don't want all the good that I embody, that I love about myself, why am I going to be embarrassed because you don't want it? Do you know how many other men are dying to get a chance? While some women focus on the man that don't want them, there's a man that is dying to have a shot with you that would give you the world. Trust me when I tell you. Trust me when I tell you. I don't answer his calls. He leaves messages on my phone. Girl, delete them. Change your number. Change your number. Like, you're embarrassed and insecure, girl. Over a man? Over a man? Let me break this down to you. I never experienced a man saying he doesn't want me before. Really? Okay, so, rejection is a thing, and a lot of women deal with rejection first from their family, right? Like either their mother or their father or something like that. So when you deal with that abandonment and that rejection from somebody at an early stage, it can develop a wound that could grow later. Luckily for myself, back in my 20s, it was revealed to me. I got deliverance from it. Now, if anybody rejects me, it's because they're not good enough. They're not good enough, right? And a lot of time, like, people look at rejection as a bad thing. But, baby, when I tell you, like, being redirected into the right direction is such a blessing. It is such a blessing. Like, child. But you have to know who you are. You have to love yourself enough to say, I know who I am. I know how valuable I am. I know how amazing I am. I know how beautiful I am. I know everything that I bring. Like, my best quality is what I have in my heart. Now, it ain't even the exterior. And baby, I look good. Okay? I look good. But the best qualities of who I am, if you don't want those, that's okay. But guess what? You also have to look at it from another perspective. Why are they rejecting it? Once I started looking at it from the spiritual aspect, I said, why is this person rejected? And I started to realize that some of these men have a demon called pride living in them. And a man that has a demon called pride living in him, he's going to reject you because he's prideful. Because if you're a woman of good caliber and a woman of quality, you're not going to put up with his BS, right? So if you're not going to do that and you call him on his stuff or you put your foot down or whatever the case is, guess what? You're going to bruise their ego. But a man that knows God, a man that is a man that reads his word, a man that knows what in Ephesians 5 man is, a man that's submitted to Christ, a man that knows how to love a woman like Christ loved the church, he going to look at you and he's not going to treat you like that. He's not going to treat you like that. He's not going to treat you like that. And once you catch that revelation of how a man is supposed to deal with you, and you can start seeing the demons that he's dealing with, you're not going to take it personal no more. You're like, oh, baby, you fighting demons you don't even know about. But I can see them. I can see them. And then you're going to walk away gracefully like, I don't want those demons in my life, because if I open myself up to you, I have to take that in. Then I got to get deliverance and I got to... Trust me. It's exhausting. Don't let somebody's emotionally unstable son strike up. Okay. Don't let somebody's emotionally unstable son stress you out. It's your business number. Change your business number. Like, you have the power to control who can contact you. Stop letting people control you. Can't nobody bother me without my permission. If you bothering me, it's because I gave you permission to. Exactly. Rejection is inevitable. You're going to get rejected by people on social media. You're going to get rejected by jobs. You're going to get rejected by friends. It's inevitable. You just have to not care. Rejection is protection. Yeah, rejection has been God's protection, baby. Ooh, woo. Okay. Because I done seen some demons come up out of some of these men, and I've been like, oh, God, that was you. Okay. Good looking out. Good looking out, because Auntie ain't got time. What if you call them out and they gaslight you and try to spin it on you? Oh, my Lord. When they, like, so my ex-husband used to do that. So now I've gotten to a point where since my ex-husband, if I've dated a guy and he tried to gaslight me, I'm like, you can't gaslight me. Like, I'll tell him straight to their face. But once I see those signs of gaslighting, I'm cool. And here's another thing, like, I don't think you have to get to a place where certain things that men do starts to turn you off. Like when somebody becomes a gaslighter, manipulative, mean, lying, all of that stuff. When they start doing all it needs to be an immediate turn off. Like, ooh, I liked you, but it's wearing off. It's wearing off because no. You never know, him rejecting you might be protecting you from something that he has. Exactly. Something that he has, or the other women that he's dealing with, child. Ooh. Gaslighting makes you feel like you did something wrong. Yeah, it does. But once you know what gaslighting is, once somebody tries to do it to you, be like, all right, I see what this is. Thank you, ladies. I will work on stop loving him and accept the rejection. You don't have to accept the rejection. You can just say, he's not for me. And replace that with, I am this, and this. And this is why he's not good for me. Stop looking at it like somebody's rejecting you, and look at the reasons why that person's not good for you. And you reject them. Hey, actually, I'm glad you did that. You did me a solid, because you're not good enough for me. Actually, when I sit back and I look at what it is that I actually want, what God says that I deserve, I actually don't want you because you don't deserve me. So who rejected who? Sounds like God did you a solid. That's what it sounds like to me. There are women I never stepped to because I knew I was still stuck on games. You not being approached is actually protection. Okay, we got a fella to step into the room to bring us some perspective. We like when the men bring perspective. He said he never stepped to certain women because he knew he was stuck on games. And that's another thing too. Some men won't approach you. Like some of the women are like, nobody approaches me. Some men know they can't approach you. Because they already know she's out of my league. She's out of my league. For real, I block real fast. I don't block. I'm not a big time blocker. I might block your phone number. If I don't want you, if you're like calling me and stuff and I don't want you calling me. But when it comes to social media, no baby, I look good. I want you to come over here and I want you to keep reminding yourself. Yeah. Still her. But that's me. That's me. You ain't got to be me. If you need to block for your peace, block. But me, oh no. Come over here and see that I'm still doing good. Because I am. If a man makes you feel insecure, he isn't the one. High value men make you feel secure in all aspects. Okay. They make you feel secure emotionally, mentally, physically, financially, all of it. These insecure men, these men that got mommy wounds, these men that don't have a real relationship with God, that don't even own a Bible, don't even get me started, that rotate women because they looking for something that they mommy didn't give them. They're going to make you feel insecure. A secure man will look at a woman's insecurities and say, oh, I noticed that you were insecure in this area, and I'm going to pour into that area and make you feel more secure, because they know as a man that's part of his mandate. A lot of these men don't know, they don't even know what they're here for. They just out here winging it. And then when they come across a good woman, they're like, oh, you this, you're that, I want to be better for you, yada, yada, yada. But because they don't have the tools to equip them to do it that come from God, they fumble. Good woman. What's an Ephesians 5? Ephesians man, girl. I got a YouTube video. If you go to my YouTube is linked in my bio. I did a whole live on. We broke down the Ephesians 5 man. It's a high calling. An Ephesians 5 man is a high value man. You can't call yourself a high value man if you're not an Ephesians 5 man. You can't call yourself high value. I'm sorry. Because I'm going to look at you like what Dr. Brian said. You low vibrational, low, whatever she said, that's what you are. You're not a high value man if you don't know what an Ephesians 5 man is. Come on. All right. Where am I at in the comments? It is what it is. Move around. Don't let people tell you nothing. Make the decision for yourself. Yes, what are your thoughts on blocking? Child, if you need to, do it. But I don't let nobody bother me enough that I feel like I have to block you. Because especially on social media, people will just make another page, have a fake page, and they'll still be coming to look at what you got going on. So I'm not going through all of that. Excuse me. You hide your stories sometime? Hey, do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. I like just being who I am because I like when guys come back to my page and I make their chest hurt. Like, dang. She still look good. Dang. She's still fire. Dang. She's still winning. My page is private. It's open. If it's open, ain't no point in blocking, right? Girl, go no contact. Trust me. When you have a conversation with somebody that's toxic and narcissistic and that gaslights you and all of that stuff, you only open the door for them to go ahead and try to gaslight you some more and try to make you, you know what I'm saying? Try to reel you back in. Hey, girl. Go no contact. The best thing you can do is take your attention away from somebody. They start to go crazy. I took my attention away from this guy one time. He made a whole video for me. And I was like, oh, you did this unprovoked. You miss me? Is that what it is? You want my attention that bad? You got to make a whole video about me? I think he had like maybe 500 followers. For all 500 of your followers, you got to let them know that you bothered. You miss me, stink. That's what it is. Let me sprinkle my attention and pull it back. Because a lot of these men think like you won't leave them alone. And it's like, baby, I am a leaver. I am a professional leaver. Okay? Out of here. How are you? I will be here all night. I need some advice. Put your question in the question box, babe. Okay. How do you feel about quickly going on dates versus talking before dates? So I'm assuming that you're talking about like maybe if you met somebody on a dating app or if you met somebody on a night out and then, you quickly go on dates. If I meet somebody, I say it like this. If you meet somebody when you're out, it's easier to expedite going out on a date because while you met them when you were out, there was probably like some type of connection made. Have you ever thought of hosting a women's weekend? I did back in 2022. I hosted one back in 2022. Do I want to do it again? Yes and no. But I have a girls trip to Puerto Rico. Why aren't y'all coming? Are y'all coming with me to Puerto Rico? If you want to come with me to Puerto Rico, we're going in March. There are people that are booked already. I think we had like 2 spots left last time I asked. I have a girls weekend coming up to Puerto Rico in March. Y'all need to come. Y'all need to come. Let me see. Let me go. The link to the Puerto Rico trip it's linked in my bio. It says Girls Trip 2025 Puerto Rico. Go put your down payment down. It's about to be tax season. Put your down payment down and then pay it off when you get your taxes and come with me to Puerto Rico. Girls weekend, girls trip. Let's get it. Let's get it. Okay? Okay, so yeah, if you meet it's easier like if you met somebody out and it's like y'all kind of like caught a vibe. It's like, oh, okay, let's go to dinner tomorrow. Or I'm used to like, if I meet a guy, he's gonna want to see me immediately, like next day or within the next couple of days, right? That's normal. If you meet a guy on a dating app, I say have a couple conversations, FaceTime too, before you go out with him. Because let me fill you out a little bit. Because I might not really like you. I've never flown before, but I'm open to new friends. Come. We're going to have a great time. I'm going to Jamaica in January. Going to Jamaica in January. And we're going to well, Jamaica's my best friend's birthday trip, so that's not open to everybody. But Puerto Rico is open to all of y'all. And I want you to come. So, come on. Come with me to Puerto Rico. Okay, so yeah, that's what I would say about that. If it's like one of those situations where y'all, it's online, get to know them a little bit more just because of the dynamics of how you're meeting. But if you met someone out and about, like you're hanging out with your girlfriends, y'all might have like had some conversation a little bit for maybe 5, 10, 15 minutes. You never know. However long it is. Sometimes you meet somebody, y'all end up talking for the rest of the night. But if they want to take you out on a date quickly, I don't think that that's a bad thing. Because the reality of it is they want to get to know you. I think it shows that they have interest in you, right? I would like to go. Haven't been on a girls trip in a while. Come. And I am a good time, y'all. I am a good time. I'm not saying this just because it's me. But if you ask any of my friends, I am a good time. I have I have a girlfriend who calls me because she's a mom and most of her friends, they're moms, but I'm not a mom yet. But when they need a night out and they want to have a good time, they call me. I just came back from Jamaica, so nice. Yes, this will be my 4th, 5th time in Jamaica. I love Jamaica. Love Jamaica. All right, what other questions y'all got for me? What other questions y'all got for me? I'm going to ask y'all a question. If you were dating a guy, right? And giving you guys a scenario. You're dating a guy and then you realize that you didn't want to date him anymore, so you stopped dating him. But one of the girls that he pushed to the side when you came around decided that she wanted you to know that she existed. There's nothing as powerful as lady bosses doing things together, period. All right. So she wants you to know that she existed at some point. Like, she wants you to know, like, I was the girl here before you. So she does some things on social media so that way you know. And you're like, oh, well, I don't deal with him anymore, so you don't really care, right? But because they want your attention so bad, they create like a slideshow trying to talk bad about you. What would you call that girl? What would you call that girl? I'm just curious. My question is, how do you move on from someone who you love but not good for you? You would call her a pick-me. I agree. Needy and insecure. Ooh, a dumb, ugly bee. Well, yeah. Nothing that's childish. I would personally ignore her. Desperate, extra thirsty. Yeah. Desperado. Yeah. Yeah. I was just curious. All right, what other questions do you guys have for me? What other questions do you have for me? It's the father of your daughter. Baby, you got to let him go. You will call her Kermit. A narcissist and jealous, very envious. You have to take yourself out of the fairy tale. You have this fairy tale with your child's father that you want it to be something that it's not going to be. Take yourself out of the fairy tale. An insecure child crying out for attention. I would make a post about Ruth and say, take notes. Because that's the only thing you can take from me is notes. Just curious. What are some signs a man is dating other women when you don't have solid proof? Baby, just pray. Say a prayer. God, show me what's going on. God, show me what's going on. Hey, so if you don't have any proof, but you have a shift in your spirit that's telling you something ain't right. Hey, God, show me what's going on. Lay it out for me. Everything was cool, but now things a little shifty. No, you're good, baby. You okay? Show me what's going on. Baby, God gonna roll that thing out like a movie. You're gonna be like, okay. One thing's for sure and two things for certain. I say this to y'all all the time. God is not gonna hide nothing from his daughters. He's not gonna hide nothing from us. He ain't gonna hide nothing from us. All you got to do is ask. Because the information will fall into your lap. And you'll be like, oh, dang, I wasn't even looking for this. But thank you, Jesus. And one thing's for sure and two things for certain. God don't play. He don't play. Especially when he knows you have a pure heart. But you have this is the second part of your question. You have a feeling. Listen, you better be ready for the information. Child. Because it's going to be Barbara. This is Shirley. Woo. I had one girl. I was dating this guy before. And I had one girl who was mad because when I came on the picture, he basically gave her the boot and poured all his attention into me. Not even knowing he had just broke up with another girl. And when I was done with him, the one girl started showing out and being mean and antagonizing me. The other girl came and messaged me, and we had a really good conversation. Really sweet girl. And she was just telling me, we were just comparing notes. And I was just like, well, girl, I ain't messing with him no more. But I actually had to, I stepped in almost coach mode. I was like, girl, he is a narcissist. These are the key signs. He ain't never gonna change. And this was after I had already decided on my own as a big girl, because I had learned enough lessons to be like, I'm not dealing with this. I'm not dealing with this. So I was like, peace out. I had one girl that was acting crazy over him. Other girl, she was a real sweet girl. And I was just like, the girl that was acting crazy, I'm like, sweetheart, you're not even the only one. It's another girl, and she's the baddie. Plus, there was the ex. It was a mess, to say the least. But yeah, to answer your question, if you have a feeling, just ask God to show you, baby. He gonna roll that thing out like a movie. Girl, was you dating Don too? No. His name wasn't Don. His name wasn't Don. Nobody's perfect versus settling. So here's the thing. Nobody is perfect, but you also don't settle. So you have to have some clear standards on things that are non-negotiable when you're dating. If there's some things that you need to work on, cool. Some things I need to work on too, right? We're growing, evolving individuals. So nobody's going to come perfect. You're going to come with some things that you're still working on. That's just the way life is. But settling for behaviors and things that are non-negotiables for you, no. Manipulative men, out of here. Liars, no. Okay? Men that don't really have a relationship with God, Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely. I have some resources. If you comment me, I'll send you a link to your DM with some resources on my website to help you get over heartbreak so that way you can heal and be better. Okay? And also, if you comment me, you can join our group chat for 2025. I started it not too long ago. You can join our group chat. Just comment me and I'll send a link to you. And that's anybody. If you comment me, I'll send you the DM. Oh, not Ja Rule said. Ja Rule said his New Year's resolution is to be petty. Somebody said you're 48. That tickled me. That tickled me. Because I mean, at what point you gonna grow up? I think women accept a lot because demons attract demons. Since things we ignore in ourselves, their demons seek out. True. If you don't seek your own self-deliverance, get your own self-deliverance, then you won't be able to identify when a demon is at work. I literally can look at people. I've looked at guys that I was dating and I knew exactly what they were dealing with. And I'd be like, it's like, it's a blessing and a blessing. I'm not going to say a curse to have spiritual sight. But then the compassionate part of me, the compassionate part of my heart that I receive from being more Christ-like is like, give them a little grace. Give them a little room to grow. But not too much that you get crazy because, baby, I'm a leaver. Okay? But with women, men, everything, like I can look at you and be like, one of my girlfriends sent me a picture of somebody tonight, and immediately my spirit said, "Oh, this girl, she don't like you. She don't like you. This girl hates your. She hates your guts." You have to always contact them first because he says he's really busy with his business and I have more free time than him. Girl, thoughts? My thoughts are no. I wish I could tap into my spiritual side, but I guess I have a lot of growing up to do. The more time you spend with God, the more he will excel your gifts. The more time you spend with God, the more he will excel your gifts. Okay? Yeah, he's really busy with his business. I would be really busy letting a man that made me a priority come into my life. I'd be really busy with that. I mean, extremely. Oh, you're too busy? Your business, it's 24 hours in a day. You're too busy? No. That I'm too busy means I'm not interested in you like that for real. Anytime a man hits me with I've just been really busy with work. Okay, that's my sign for it. Guess it's time for me to make room for Brian and Trevor. Because they've been on my line trying to get a date, but I've been spending my time with you. So let me look at my schedule and clear it out because you too busy. So let me let them know I'm available now. That's what that means. You're too busy? So am I. So am I. This works both ways. And they get mad when you actually be too busy doing you. Because I'm not about child. Ooh, dating a man with a dismissive, avoidant personality. Run. That's my advice. Run. Run for the hills. Get out of there. Do not waste your time. They have some undealt with trauma that if you try to help them, you can't fix them. Only they can fix themselves. Baby, run. Soon as you see the signs of a dismissive, avoidant man, get out of there. Get out of there. I always let them know I'm never free. I make time. I don't even let them know that. I ain't even gonna let you know that. But baby, run. Okay, Rose, run. She's a runner. She's a track star. Dismissive, avoidant men are the worst men to date. Okay? Worse. He'd choose someone else. I mean, this hurt. I feel like, girl, he probably chose you, Jessica, Jamira, Alicia, Fatima. I remember I felt bad because this guy chose another girl over me. But when I looked at it, when I looked at it like in hindsight, I was like, that was actually the better fit for him. And when I said that was the better fit for him, I said, Jennifer, if that's the better fit for him, who's the better fit for you? And when you start looking at it like that, you're like, you start looking at the things about him that you're like, oh, he actually wasn't the best fit for me. He wasn't the best fit for me. Because what I want is this. Sometimes we get so caught up on wanting to be chose that we forget that we do the choosing too. I have to choose you back. I have to want you back. You have to be the full package too, right? So just because of, like, I don't get into a space where you want the man to choose you so bad that you ignore the things that they don't possess that you actually want and need. Oh, I hate that. I've been there. When you know there's another woman, don't compare yourself. Baby, that's another thing. Stop comparing yourself to other women. Women who compare themselves to other women, they usually get mad. They lash out. They want to be mean. They want to be negative to you because they deem you as a threat. Baddies, we just be. Because the reality of it is, once you fall so in love with who you are and all the beautiful things that you embody, you don't want to be nobody else but you. You don't care what the next woman has. You're like, oh, I'm glad you're walking in your light. My light over here is still bright. I'm still glowing and growing. I'm still amazing. Like, you have to, and that's why you have to take some seasons of really getting to know yourself, because there ain't a woman walking this earth that I would ever look at and be like, why her? Better her than me. It's never why her. Better her than me. Better her than me. Because obviously that's not my portion. I don't want anything that doesn't belong to me. And there's and you look at another woman and you be like, oh, she's this or she's that. And there's been women I've looked at too and been like, she can't hold a candle to me. Just if we want to keep it a band, she can't hold a candle to me. And I say that as humbly as I can. But comparing myself to think that another woman is better than me, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Well, we were together, but I should have wrote, he left me for someone else. So yes, comparing myself is there. If a man wants to leave you, let him leave. Let me tell you something. Back in 2000, I was like a junior in college, I think. So maybe this was 2008. My relationship with God went to a place where it was just me and God. It was just me and God. And when I realized that God was the most loyalist person on my team, I stopped caring who left. God's never going to leave me. I got God, I have everything. I stopped caring about who left, who wasn't there, who did. Go on. Bye. So stop comparing yourself. Go on a journey of finding out what you love about yourself. Look at all the beautiful things that you brought to that relationship. Look at how you treated him. Look at how you loved him. Look at how you cared about him. That's the beautiful part of you. If he took advantage of that and left you for somebody else, that's his loss, not yours. What if he's scared to tell his baby mom he's in a new relationship? Girl, leave that man alone. Leave that man alone. Ain't no real man scared to tell the mother of his child that he's in a relationship. Ain't no real man doing that. That's a little boy. Baddies, we just be. And you ain't got to do much when you are much. Okay? We all have been there. We have to start saying that's okay and move on. Literally. Like, oh, okay. How are y'all giving them an option to choose? You are the prize. Realize he's not the winner, so he doesn't deserve you. Okay? Because he who findeth a wife obtains favor from the Lord. Not the other way around. Jen out here doing the Lord's work. Listen. And I get attacked for doing it sometimes too, but I'm going to keep on keeping on. My relationship with God was attacked here recently, and it was like, ooh, not the church girl, not the girl who loves Jesus. Yeah, this girl loved Jesus. She do. And sometimes if you say something crazy to me, I might say something crazy back. And guess what? I will repent. I told y'all a story last week or the week before. I had said something crazy to somebody and God made me apologize, and I repented because I need to be obedient to God before anything else. But this mouth of mine, it will cut you like a two-edged sword if you take me there. The goal is not to be taken there, but some people have taken me there. It's crazy because I told my best friend tonight. I said, friend, this year I feel like I let 1 to 2 people take me out of character that is not my norm. And I don't need that in my life. But sometimes you gotta remind people I ain't the one, nor am I the two. But I can't really do that because there's still a girl in me who is going to be cast out that will still knock your teeth down your throat. That still want to. And the fact that I still want to, I got to get another level of deliverance because that ain't good. And I know me. But anywho, back to what we was talking about. Reminded me when I took this girl out for lunch and gave her a bouquet just for telling me she's been with my man. Apparently that dude told her that we broke up, and then that's how it's supposed to be done. You took a girl out for lunch, you gave her a bouquet for telling you that just for telling me he's been with your man, or she had been with your man. I'm hoping you're saying she. I'm not if you want to have a Barbara, this is Shirley conversation, we should have it respectfully. If it's got to get disrespectful, girl, now I know you competing for a place in this man's life. You want to compete for this man because you don't know your worth. You don't know your value. And now I have to realize we ain't on the same level. But then the pettiness in me be wanting to go for your jugular. But then I be having to remember, like, this girl don't really love herself. Yeah. But it should be respectful. It should be peaceful. It should be peaceful. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell y'all a story time one day of a Barbara, this is Shirley situation. And y'all going to be like, it honestly was a Barbara, this is Shirley. And then there was Shaquela on the side too. And then there was Ayana in the background too. Baby, I'm going to tell, I try to wait. Like, one of the story times that I told maybe a couple months ago, I had waited like at least a year and a half to tell it because I don't be wanting people to try to put 1 and 2 together. I don't like talking to women. It's all there, and I'm going to address it with him. I'm going to talk to both of y'all. Because here's the thing. I want to know the truth. What happened? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. What you want to know? Yeah, girl. What date was that? Let's compare notes. Because I'm going to leave him alone. I know that from the rip. I'm going to leave him alone. So my conversation with her is just to confirm. My short conversation I'm going to have with him is, you thought you was slick. Stay off my line. Bye. Like, what else do we really need to talk about? I like this little girl talk. I got my wine. Okay, girl. I tap into my stamina. Listen. God be having to bring me back. He be having to bring me back. They can embellish and be a bit and get messier. Some women will be messy. Some women are respectful. I have seen both. The women that are messy and come at you aggressively and try to be petty and do all of that is because they want the man that bad. They want him so bad. Like, they can't even control themselves. But the women who are like, they're genuine, 10 times out of 10, their heart is probably broken because they're finding out that this man that they love is dealing with another woman. They just want the truth because they finally need, like, closure. They're, like, respectful. You can have a conversation with them. And at the end of the conversation, it's all love, no love lost. Y'all not besties or nothing, but it ain't no drama. I've seen both sides. But the girl who causes the most ruckus is the one who she feels like she has a lot to prove. And she's the one that's insecure. She's probably not the most favorable looking one. And she's definitely the one that he knows he can go back and forth with, for sure. Probably still sleeping with her, but I ain't going to have no beef with nobody over no man, period. That luncheon bouquet was for good luck. Haha, he's your problem. Listen, and I've spoken to girls, and I would get off the phone with them, and I'm like, but just because, and this is me because I have really strong discernment, and I'm a dating coach. Like, I know people's temperaments, and I'd be like, dang, she said it was over, but she gonna go back to him. I just know I ain't. That's all I really care about. What you do is your business. That's your life. But me, I'm a leaver. I am a leaver. I will leave you alone. You will not hear from me. Okay? And it hurts a man pride so bad that when they don't hear from you, they'll make social media videos about you just because they want to get a reaction. Sending out smoke signals like, I'm so mad at you. I'm going to make a video about you, girl. I'll be like, dang, boo, you miss me? I'm still not coming back. But you miss me, stink. Clock it. Hey, sis. She's a runner. Listen, I am. I get out the way. I'm not talking to anybody. He's going to address it with her. And I'm going to watch wisdom, discernment will guide me. I like talking to the girls. Look, come into my DM me, girl. Hey, girl, can we have a conversation? Yes, we can. What's up? Let's compare notes. Okay? I'm looking for a reason. As for me and my house, we leave quietly without explanation and no spinning the block. And some guys think like you being nice to them is you still wanting them or you trying to spin the block. And it's like, baby, I'm just a nice person in real life. You're not used to girls being nice, but then I have to remember that men are so used to chaos that when they have a woman that's still calm, even after a breakup or maybe y'all wasn't even in a relationship, y'all just decided to part ways. Some men are so used to chaos that they don't know what calmness looks like. It's unfamiliar to them. So you just be like, oh, okay. You just live a very chaotic life. Got it. So when peace comes, even in the midst of a storm or after a storm, you don't know how to embrace it because your life is in so much turmoil that you don't even know what it looks like. You can't even embrace it. Like that sounds like you're fighting demons. You're fighting demons that if you don't want to get cast out, baby, I don't know what you want me to do. I know some people that know some people that know some people that can get that thing up out of there. Okay. Okay. Right, I'm a talker, so when I stop talking, people be like, look, because I'm like, and I don't understand why the girl, like, if you dating a guy, dealing with a guy, in a relationship with a guy, married to a guy, whatever the case is, and you find out that there's another woman, why do the girls get mad at the girl? For years. I just don't understand. Y'all get mad at the girl and not at the guy. Ay. Are you going to do more lives this week? I should. Shouldn't I? I should. I think that'd be a good idea. I wish men won't understand being a lioness doesn't mean being catty. Exactly. But then I also hate when girls go low, because Michelle Obama said when they go low, we go high. But when some girls go low, I go to the bottom of the barrel. Sometimes I have time and I be like, let's get it. And then sometimes I be like, nah, I'm gonna handle this another way. Because it's a couple ways you can skin a cat. Right, never get mad at the girl. The girls I've seen girls get mad at me and I'm like, what did I do? Besides exist. What did I do? Right, like she's not the one who made exactly. I didn't lie. He did. He lied. He lied to both of us. Why are you mad at me? I be trying to figure that thing out. Right, and most women don't get that. Being sad doesn't mean it's about okay. That part. Take all their hair out, skin a cat, period. Because I can't, back in the day, people did something crazy to me. We gonna fight. When I see you, what's up? Back when I was younger. I'm 37 now. I still be feeling like when I see you, what's up with some people, but then when I calm down and I pray and I talk to God, God be like, you can't do that no more. You can't do that no more. So I have to come back. But there's always other ways that you can skin a cat. That's why I said I would address it. Everybody knows when their man is scheming. She did nothing wrong. Yeah, but I think a lot of times too, like a lot of women just want to know the truth. There's been women that have come to me before and they want the peace of knowing the truth. And I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to you. And it's not because I owe it to you, but at the end of the day, I'm a girl's girl. Like, I would rather me be able to help you in a situation, because again, I'm leaving. The woman who doesn't have the mindset that I'm leaving because this man is not worthy of my existence, she's going to be petty, she's going to be catty, she's going to do all the stupid stuff because she wants to be connected to this man and she feels like he's some type of prize. The woman who loves herself and has self-value and is like, this your man's? This what you want? She gonna be like, oh, okay. And the girl who gets men, you out of there. Because dime a dozen. Dime a dozen. I'm older, so that's why I would rather not with the women. I mean, I'm 37 too, but I look at it from a different perspective. Because what am me having a conversation with another woman, what is that harming? I think women that don't want to have a genuine conversation with another woman, there's some intimidation there. That's just my personal opinion. There's some intimidation, some jealousy, there's some animosity, there's something that you don't really like girls. Because if you really a girl's girl, you team girl before you before him. I'm always gonna be, oh, he doing us wrong? Oh, okay. Team girl. Girl's girl. Skedaddle. Okay? Because men are so used to pitting women against each other. No. And if I could help the next girl, give that next girl some peace of mind and knowing the truth, I'm giving it to her. Yep, don't get mad at the girl. I actually feel bad because now she's gonna go through what I've been through with the same man. She stole your problem. And so here's the thing. Nobody can steal your man. Nobody can steal your man. That man opened the door and allowed another woman to come in. He wasn't stolen. In order for something to be stolen, it has to be sneakily taken behind your back. Like, we're talking about a human being that can make grown decisions. That man made a grown decision to cheat on you. She ain't steal your man. He made a decision. He was going to cheat on you. Or he going to talk to this other girl and lie to you and say he ain't talked to her. He grown. Making decisions. Can't nothing be taken from you if it's not up for grabs. Amen, somebody. Exactly. Adama does not bring in any of these into 2024. Men into the next year ready for some new fresh. Okay. I agree. I don't care how mad he get at me for telling it. Listen, because I'm going to tell it. I'm going to tell it. I'm going to send every receipt, every text message, call log. What you need, sis? Like, I literally said to this girl, I said, here's everything you need just in case he try to gaslight you. Because I'm done with him. I'm cool with. But here you go. Because the other woman may not be as strong as you. You know what I'm saying? I had someone act like she was a girl's girl to go back and tell him stuff. But look, it don't, even if she go back and tell him stuff, if you're done with him, it don't matter. That's not your best friend. She don't owe no loyalty to you. That's why you have to be done with him. As soon as I have to talk to another woman, as soon as it's Barbara and Shirley, I am done with him. I don't care what she go back and tell him. She could tell him everything I said. Everything. I don't care. I don't care. Exactly. That's why I say the only thing she took is your problem, not your man. Okay? And here's the thing. They really ain't taking nothing, because men that are doing that is all 10 times out of 10, it's another woman. If there's one other woman, there's probably 3 more that you don't know about. I'm just the messenger. I'm just the messenger. Okay? There is probably several others you don't know about. You just found out about this one. Yes, okay, a whole harem. Honey, the way these men move, like, who is this person that keeps trying to log into my Instagram? I need to email Instagram again. Because I don't even know whose social media page that is. It's very strange. It's very strange. All right. Any more questions? What else y'all want to talk about? Because I was on a roll. It's almost a new year. I still haven't come up with what our rules of engagement are going to be, but I'm sure I'll have them by tomorrow. They'll be posted by midnight. They might be very similar to the rules of engagement of 2024. I don't know yet. You know what? I think the rules of engagement for 2025 are going to be put you first, because these men do. Put yourself first. Date from the perspective of I'm putting me first. Women, we do know when the man is cheating, but we also want proof. It is what it is. Women want proof. And it doesn't cost me anything to tell her the things that she wants to know to give her peace. Because some women actually will leave. Not all of them stay. Some of them need that confirmation to say, okay, this is what I needed to be done. Some of them stay. What they do with the information afterwards, the blood's off my hands. Because I don't care, because I'm leaving. I need to respond to you in Mahogany's text message too. How do you feel about generic good morning queen? Ooh, don't queen me. Good morning queen text like clockwork. Same text, same time of day. I get bored with him being so robotic. Girl, you know nowadays you can schedule text messages, right? Love that rule. Yeah, if you know, you know, especially at this grown age, that part. People can schedule text messages now. You might be on a schedule, girl. He don't say nothing else after. He don't say nothing else after you, he say good morning. Don't good morning me. What you doing to death? I'll stop responding. There's been plenty of times I looked at my phone like, I'm not responding to this. I'm not responding to this. He be like thinking of you in the middle of the day. Does he plan any dates? Are y'all doing anything? Going anywhere? Like, I need action. I wasn't ready for that one. She said he scheduled those texts. I've been doing this since last year. Pray for me. You know what? I'm not messing with you. Baby, I'm not texting no man good morning. You better be calling me. Call me. Good morning. Good morning, sunshine. How can I make your day better? You got gas in your car? What you eating for lunch? Like, don't good morning me to death. I'm not giving any time to anyone, not applying real pressure. Yeah. And that's the thing that be making the other girl get real mad. Like, a guy meets you, dates you, but he was messing with somebody else. But then he's like, he takes all his attention from them and then like applies extra pressure to you. And they like, you doing all of this for her? That's what really make them mad. They be big mad. And you be like, if you not that girl, you just not that girl. But different women get different responses out of men based out of their standards. She said, I'm about to go look up how to schedule my text. Yeah, I'm good on him. He's a dub, period. On Tuesday and Friday, you switch the time. Look, sis, help the girls. Help the girls. Tell them how it's done. I'd rather if I like you, call me. But if I don't like you, I don't want you to call me. Hey, girl, welcome back. I'm glad you're here. Glad you are here. So we broke up, but won't leave me alone. WTF. Girl, well, make him. Can't nobody keep bothering you without your permission. If you don't leave the door open, they can't come through it. If I don't want somebody to call me, text me, bother me, show up at my house, they're not going to. If I have to block you, get a restraining order, I will do whatever it takes. Thankfully, I haven't had to get a restraining order, but I understand sometimes it's necessary, and if you need to do that, get that. I'm all about protecting your peace. Excuse me. All about protecting your peace. Especially when it comes to this man. Because, honey, you take it for a doozy. Men will literally give women money and all kinds of stuff and never do it for you. Listen, and then the girl get mad at you like, girl, I don't know why he didn't treat you this way. What you want me to do? Next talk, I'm going to tell the exact times in certain words to make him think you really care. I know I'm a filthy rag, but God is working on me. Sis, you got to have everybody on here scheduling their text now. I don't condone this behavior, y'all. Whatever you do with that information is on do it on your own risk. Do it at your own risk. I do not condone this behavior, but I think it's quite, interesting. I like men to pursue me. I like them to call me, text me. Let me know what the move is. Like, lead the way. Once I feel like the roles have reversed and I feel like I have to like chase after you or go after you because you're not pursuing me, that's a clear indication that time for me to reroute because something going on. Hey, sis. Ooh, Melody says she do the same thing. She play the game right along with him. You know what? I do not condone this behavior, but I ain't mad at it. Made me seem like I was the problem, child, and then acts like he cares about me just to be unavailable. I'm condoning this behavior. Okay, so this is part 2 to you broke up and won't leave you alone. You're condoning the behavior. Yeah, girl, as long as you know. And it's like, baby, when I say the best thing you can do is cut off the access to a man who thinks he has you in the palm of his hand, it's the best thing that you can do. Best. Okay? It's one of my favorite things to do. A man that thinks that I won't leave him alone, watch me. You think I won't leave you alone? Watch me. Please. They get so mad, girl. They show out. They act the fool. They side girls act the fool. It'd be a mess. Honestly. Like, all I did was actually stand on business about not dealing with him no more. That's all I did. Now everybody mad. Now everybody's mad. Can I catch a break? Currently doing that now. I'm no contact as we speak. Ain't heard from him yet either. We will see. Girl, no, you ain't gonna see. If you no contact, don't think about that man. I don't want to hear from you. I'm not reaching out to you. I don't want you to reach out to me. If you reach out to me, it's gonna be a surprise. It's gonna be a surprise. Exactly. Don't even think about him, girl. Child. Fill your time with better things to do. Who was that? What's the girl's name? She was like, I dreamed that I married you. Then I woke up happy it never came true. Okay? That's why you have to have your own routine in life. Really have other things going on that takes your focus off of that. Like, when you decenter men for real, it's like, okay, you were here when you were here, but I still have a life and real things going on in my life. And you're not about to cloud up my mental space, baby. And also, too, like, when you are a highly sought after woman, okay, you don't even have time to, like, let me tell y'all something. This girl made a social media post about me, only for all the men that were following her to come in my DMs trying to holler and be like, oh, she corny for that, like, but I see why she mad, because you bad, da 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 da. When you are a highly secure, sought after woman, anywho, thinking about what? That was so 24 hours ago. I have a date tomorrow at 9. Okay. Next caller. They can't handle no contact. They can't. Get your mind, body, and soul right. That part. Fill your life with the love you desire. Listen, live your life, baby. We want to know what I'm thinking about right now. The fact that I'm gonna be in Jamaica next month, real soon. My suitcase is halfway packed. I'm going into a new year. I have peace in my home. My relationship with God is on point. Ain't nobody worried about that. Going into the new year on no contact, I know it drives them crazy, especially when they're so used to you reaching out first, trying to fix everything that's going wrong. Take your power back. And even and here's the thing, I get it, because there has been guys I've had to cut off, and I'm like, ugh. You know what I'm saying? Like, dang, my girlfriends will tell you, I'll be like, dang, I gotta do him like this, because I know how it's gonna go. Like, I will stand on business and just really not deal with you. I cut this guy off. He till this day he said he cut me off, but I cut him off, and then he cut himself back off, and then tried to run with the narrative that he cut me off. But after I cut him off, he was the one calling me like, oh, let's go to dinner. Calling me, oh, I'm just checking on you. I'll call you tomorrow to check on you again. Child. What about when guys get inconsistent? Limit contact and watch your stuff. Guys get inconsistent. They limit access to you, but watch your stuff. Who cares? Here's the thing. If you get inconsistency with me, means I don't need to date you anymore. Inconsistent equals you're not the one. Easy math. Inconsistent equals you're not the one. Because inconsistency is a non-negotiable for me. Either you're consistent or you're consistent or you're non-existent. Okay? Either you are consistent or you are non-existent. Black and white. No gray areas. They love to have a story to tell people that they cut you off. Nothing. Yeah, most narcissists, they it's a pride thing. It's a pride and it's an ego thing. Oh, I cut you off. First of all, that's nothing to brag about that you cut me off, because people gonna be looking at you like, you cut who off? What's wrong? Why? What's wrong with you? You fumbled her? They're going to be looking at you like you're crazy. And then most of them be like, oh, well, good, you out the way, so let me see if I could talk to her now. What do you think the key is for couples to make it to the altar? I'm very saddened about a girlfriend of mine whose relationship is ending. She is a woman of God and really thought that the relationship would end in marriage. Oh. So why isn't it ending in marriage? What happened? You just cut off a narc like that? Yeah, narcissists, you just got to cut them off cold turkey. Because, baby, whew. Y'all read my book, chapter 4. You got to cut them off cold turkey. But yeah, why aren't they making it to the altar? What happened? So that's actually what I have the group chat for. The group chat, if you comment me, you'll get the link to the group chat. All starting off the first, well, probably majority of 2025, that group chat is to focus on ourselves. Literally just it's only about 20 of us in there right now, but if you comment me, the link will be sent to your DM. You could join the group chat. It's on Telegram, and it's a place for us to focus on ourselves. It's a chat to decenter men, because I know there's some women who are dating, some women in relationships, some people are married, but then there's some women that are just like, I just want to focus on myself. So that group is just for that. So if you comment me, you'll go ahead and get that information. But if you join the group, you need to talk in the group. Because y'all be joining the groups and just be quiet. I can't hold the conversation down by myself. It's a group effort. I really don't know what happened, but it's crazy. And you can be in a committed relationship and still don't make it. So it depends. I don't know why their relationship didn't work out. Everybody's, stuff is different. You know what I'm saying? So it's like their relationship, I would need more details to understand why their relationship didn't work out. I think the key for most couples making it down to the altar is valuing compatibility over chemistry. Compatibility over chemistry, and making sure that you truly keep God in the center. You need two people who actually are on fire for God, know God, can hear his voice, and actually it's judgment free. The group is called It's Okay to Not Be Okay. Judgment free. So whatever you feel like you got to get off your chest, judgment free zone. What was I saying? Oh, you honestly for true marriages to make it, you need to value compatibility over chemistry, and you need someone who is equally as on fire for Christ as you are. Because at the end of the day, if you don't have two people that understand what marriage means biblically, and two people who are literally want to seek God for real and say, God, do you want us to be together? Then it's not going to work. It's not going to work. And I've dated guys where I just was like, I know you ain't that type of guy, so I'm not even going to introduce you to that side of me. And it was, it was bad to even entertain them. But then I've dated guys that, we did seek God, and we found out that the relationship wasn't from God, and that we just parted ways, and it was I can never say that word. Amicable. Why can't I say the word? I never can say it. Y'all know what I'm trying to say, right? So that's what I feel like for relationships to really make it. But we need the women and the men to be on the same page and amicable. There we go. Amicable. Maybe I needed to see it to say it. We need two people that understand it from both sides. Because we have situations where the girl is on fire for Christ and the guy isn't. And then she's trying to string him along or drag him along, and he don't get it. And he's supposed to be leading the situation. And then sometimes you have relationships. There's a lot of relationships I see where there is, a man that can lead and a woman that can submit, and they submit to each other as they submit to Christ, and it becomes a beautiful union, right? But we have to get back to the foundation of what marriage is, because marriage was created by God, and whether people want to believe it or not, the Bible has the blueprint. So that's my thoughts on that. Absolutely. I was asking good and married. I was asking good and married to Satan's firstborn. You were asking? You saying you were good and married? You almost married Satan's firstborn? Y'all, I was dating this guy. He wore 3 Jesus pieces around his neck, right? I asked him if he was saved. He said no. Do y'all feel the level of confusion that I had? What the song say? Why you got a Jesus? You don't believe in Jesus. Why you got a Jesus piece? I was so confused. I was so confused. I wanted to laugh too. I was like, But I didn't want to judge. I'm like, that's what I said. I was like, make it make sense. You got 3 of them. You got the Trinity. But you're not saved? What is the actual point here, sir? Please, help me. Help me. I was asking... Absolutely. I was seeking God and married. Girl, I married... Me too, child. But it's my fault. Like, when I look back on my marriage... God warned me. I can't even say that God always warns me. I can't even say God didn't warn me. God was like, look, don't do it. Just the mess. These men be wearing timepieces and they can't even tell time. Listen. That was one of the first red flags that God gave me. And I was like, oh, I'm going to be here for a good time, not a long time. Because you don't even believe in Jesus. Why you got Jesus pieces? Why? I'm so confused. Then he said to me, y'all, he was like, I just want to be more righteous. And kept saying to me, I just want to be more righteous. I just want to be more righteous. Me, my Bible believing, Bible reading, Bible studying, tongue speaking, Holy Ghost filled Christian. Me. I'm like, do you even know what righteous means? I was so perturbed that I ended up doing a Bible study on the word righteous. And I think I looked up how many times it was in the Bible because I was confused. I was like, how you want to be something? You don't even own a Bible. You ain't got no Bible. You want to be righteous but not saved. And you want to walk around with Jesus. The level of confusion. Then, like one day, it was questioning me about something in the Bible, y'all. It was questioning me about something in the Bible. So I was like, okay, let's open it up. Let's have a little mini Bible study. And I was like, so do you own a Bible? No. So you questioning me about a Bible you don't even own? Bible you ain't even read. You ain't studied. You don't know. That's what the old saints said. You don't know. Child. All right, let me get back to the comments. I literally was about to say, can you even quote a scripture with righteous in it? Okay. I want to be more righteous. I want to be more righteous. And I just would be listening. Because we listen and we don't judge. Ooh. Jennifer, you had a lot of grace for your ex-husband. Child. Listen, I had to pause because I had a flashback. Jasmine said, I'm judging. We listen and we don't judge. Suspect got 3 Jesus pieces, but he ain't saved. Suspect had his ex popping up at the house and had his other girlfriend from out of town DM me. Suspect want to be righteous, but don't even know what the word mean. All right, let me stop. Because suspect might be watching from a fake page somewhere It might be 38 hot. We judging. All right, we got a new question. Girl, this man left his phone over here. Left his phone over here and won't pick it up. I'm about to sell it at this point. It's waiting outside. Like, go away and grab your stuff. But then, what did you do today? Chill. Text start. I don't know what to do. Trying to be nice, but not walked over because I'm trying to stand on business. Stand on business. When I say stand on business, put on your Timberland boots and stand on business, okay? Put your Timbs on and stand on business. Girl, mail his stuff. Drop it off at his front porch. Take it to his mama house. Look, Black Swan, can you spell it? Can you spell it for 200? Since you want to be so righteous. Child. Put your Timberland boots on. Stand on it. Oh my God, I have something of his too. He lives out of state, but I need him to come get. Girl, what is it? Put it in the mail. Put it in the mail. Baby. I don't look. Before 2025 gets here, if you got some stuff in your house from some other man, get it up out your house. Hey, sis. They don't have to. I don't even want you to come get it. I'll drop it off on your doorstep. I will put it in the mail. What's your mama address? I'll send it to her. What's your homeboy address? I'll send it to him. And if you don't come get it, guess what? It's going in the trash. If you don't give me the address, it's going in the trash. Get away from me. Late night live. I love it. Reminds me of your lives from 20. Listen, back in 2020, we used to be on here for hours. He praying you put it in your purse so he can track you with it. Take it to the police station. Child. Should we as women be okay with talking to a man that is dating other women, even when we're not exclusive? I feel someone is going to get the bare minimum. Is dating multiple people successful way to date? Dating multiple people when you are just getting to know them is successful. Having intimate moments, intimate connections, intimate relations, etc. No. 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 But if I am just like, having a conversation with this guy, I may have gone to dinner, but it's nothing too heavy, I think that's okay. I don't care what any other woman is getting. How he's treating me while I'm getting to know him, I am vetting him out to see if he is the person that I want to choose. If he decides to choose someone else, that's good for him. I want you to choose the person that is for you, because that means I can choose the person for me as well, right? And here's the thing. Once you know exactly what you want, you're going to start finding that men that don't choose you, you don't choose them either, because you're going to start dating on a level where it's, oh, I already know we're not compatible. We don't want the same things. So it goes from rejection to we're not compatible. You know what I'm saying? We don't want the same things. It lessens the blow of people who deal with rejection in the bad way. Oh, that was the other thing. This guy had said, he was like, you just mad because I rejected you. Who? Sir, have you seen me? Do you know who I am? I know who I am. Rejected. Who child? Who child? Some things just be comedy. to me. I'd be like, oh, what? Oh, what? Rejected? Sir. Do you? It'd be my fault, though, because I'm real soft and real feminine and real, like, I make men feel like they're the queen, the king of the the castle. Even if I'm like dating other guys, I never let them know or make them feel like there's other men. So then they feel like that they are the creme de la creme and that they were like the number one pick. And it's like, I've known you for a couple weeks. I'm also dating this guy over here. He's just a little busier than you. So I give you a little bit more of my time. I also have this guy over here just in case my DM is flooded. I got options. Rejected. It's an ego thing. It's a pride thing. Like some men, they're so feminine that they feel like, oh, I have to humble a woman by making her feel like I rejected her. Sir, you're a coward. And in the eyes of God, he's looking at you like, what are you doing? You look like a clown. Real men don't behave that way. They just don't behave that way. So yeah, that's how I feel about that. What are your thoughts on long distance relationships? I feel like I get this question every time I go live. Literally, every time I go live. I think long distance relationships are for people that are okay with long distance relationships. If your primary love language is quality time and you like to see your person, long distance relationship is not going to be it. It's giving unhealed, girl. Unhealed, unhinged, and some more stuff. And some more stuff, child. But yeah, you have to have two people that are okay with having a long distance relationship. Both of you have to be all right with the fact that you're going to have to date differently. Like you're going to do more virtual dates. There's going to be more communication, maybe over communication because of the time that y'all can't spend. You're going to have to plan ahead of when you're going to see each other. And when you leave each other, you know the next time you're going to see each other. There has to be an end goal too. Who's going to move where? What is this going to look like long term? Right? So can it work? Yes. Is it for everybody? No. Immaturity at its finest. Yeah, and this man was pushing 50. Man was pushing 50. Acting like a 12-year-old. Don't do long distance. Okay, Ruby said they don't like long distance. Travel to each other frequently. I don't mind moving either. If it's like the love of my life, I would do it. But I moved back to North Carolina for my ex-husband, so now I'm like, I don't want to have to move again. I don't want to have to move. But, I mean, if he is the absolute love of my life, I mean, like, for the love of my life, I would. I would. But I don't have to. But I don't have to. I'm already a little too clingy for long distance. Pray for me, y'all. Don't say clingy. You just you like quality time. That's one of your primary love languages. You want to see your person. You don't want to not be around them and have to wait to hang out and all of this other stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. All right. What do you do when you're really in love with a narcissist or someone that cheats so much? Girl, leave. Leave. Honestly, that and start going to therapy. And start reading books and listening to YouTubes and things like that on the mental of a narcissist. Once you learn how a narcissist's brain works, anything that they do, you'll be able to diagnose. I hate to say it that way. Because you'll look at him and be like, oh, he's going through narcissistic injury right now. That's what that is. And girl, you'll brush it off like anywho. But also too, like you're gonna fall out of love. Like and here's the thing, like the more education that you get, the better for you mentally, because your brain does change from dealing with a narcissist. And a lot of people don't talk about that part of it. But scientifically, your brain changes from dealing with a narcissist, and you become like in this, I forget what they call it, but it's like a cloud. And I remember the day the cloud lifted off of me, and I was like, it was like I snapped out of it, and I was like, I can't believe I let somebody do all of that to me. But I had to do the work to get there. Thank you, love. I appreciate it. When dating, do you guys expect for you to sleep with them? I keep running into this problem. I'm not promiscuous or dress provocative, so I don't understand why men be thinking I also have a shape on me. Girl, y'all know I just got my body done. So if you got a shape on you, I understand what you're going through. But I think most men, one, are just hypersexual, and also they're used to women just having sex with them. If you don't want to have sex with them, just say no. Just say no. And if they don't want to deal with you anymore because of that, don't deal with them. But most men, they do. Because there's not enough women that will not give it to them. And this is coming from a woman who has given it up and who has saved it. Okay? I've seen both sides. Teach, you should do a live on this specifically. On what? Yeah, I should. I should really break down the psychology of a narcissist. I have a toxic love recovery bundle where I break down a lot of it, but I should teach it. It was, oh my God, it was a relief. I remember I was at my job. This is 2020. 2020? Yep. I was sitting at my desk and I was like, no, this was 2019. It was December of 2019 when I finally was like, and I remember just bawling, crying at my desk because I was so how did you allow somebody to treat you like that? It was crazy to me. Sending you the title so we can remember. Yes, please, because I will forget. Thank you. Because, child. What do you do when he says he's not ready for a relationship but wants to stay in contact? If you don't want to stay in contact with him because you want more than what he wants, you can say thank you, but I actually value the connection that we have and I want it more. And for me, in my emotional health, I think that we should just part ways. Now, if you can handle just being friends, stay friends with them. Personally, I feel like once you have that emotional connection established and your hopes have been set on a relationship and they say that they don't want a relationship or they're not ready for one, I think the best thing for you to do is distance yourself. Shakira said, block. I remember I was going through it and got up out of there. Listen, now, ever since then, I be like, I could smell them. I could smell them, and unfortunately, they could smell me too. And I'm like, God, whatever that scent is, get it off me. But back to the Brianna's question, or Bri, I might have said your name wrong. Bri, I'm gonna just say Bri. You got a little body on you. One thing that I've noticed, and so here's the thing, I always got men. That ain't nothing new. But now that I got this body yaddy yaddy on me, you girls with the body yaddy yaddies and the booties and the hips and the snatch waist, y'all have lived a different life. Y'all have lived a different life. Tell me I'm lying. All my snacks. Okay, Shakira, no. I thought I was highly sought after before. I said to my girlfriend yesterday, I was at her house, I said, I see the life you've been living. I see exactly what you've been going through. I said, I didn't know it was... It's hot out here for... Because my God, today... And men they'll overly, like, sexualize you. You got a little body yaddy on you, child. Takes things to another level. I wasn't ready. Caught me off guard. I'm just glad that my standards are where they are. That, like, it's not like, oh my God, I need this guy. No. Y'all didn't have a chance before the BBL. You still don't have a chance after the BBL. Nothing's changed. When you post full bods, it's white. Listen, because when you would post your pictures, I'd be like, okay, girl. I know them DMs was jumping. DMs was jumping. She said, it's lovely over here. Welcome. Thank you. Thank you for the warm welcome. Because, baby, I had no idea. Because, I had a cute little shape on me. I had lost weight. I was still, I had a little... I thought I was doing something. Baby, they took that fat out my stomach and put it in my booty. It's a whole nother world. Who was it? The Mermaid? A Brand New World? Was that the song? Child. I feel like having a shape really attracts the wrong attention. Being curvy makes you become over-sexualized. I agree with that. It's a good life. Welcome to our side of the wedding. Sky. Oh, I'm laughing because I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Thank you, Fred. Glad to be a part of the gang. Thank you, love. I appreciate it. Ooh, child, y'all got me on here cutting up. See, this is when I like coming on live, when we have fun. Should you always expect the man to ask you to be his girlfriend? Yes. Or assume if it feels like a relationship? No. I want to be asked and clear understanding. He needs to make it very clear. Gang, gang. Child. I wasn't ready. When I go certain, like when I'm just running errands and stuff, I put on like oversized clothes just because I got my thigh high on. Y'all know the thigh high over accentuates things. I be like, I don't want the attention today. But when I get dressed, mm-hmm. I'll be 3 months post-op this Friday too. So I have to do a 3-month post-op update video. So I have to figure out what I'm going to do for that video because I have no idea actually. How long should the talking stage be? Long enough for you to get to know that person for real. Like to get to know enough about them that you feel confident and secure that this is your person. That's how long. We go together. That's it. Speak my okay. Like most of the time when I've gotten into relationship, guys have been very clear. Like, hey, I want to be. And they may not use the word exclusive, but they be like, I don't want you talking to nobody else. I want you. That's it. I'm not talking to nobody else. This is what I want. Like a man is gonna let you know. Thank you, sis. I appreciate it. Your son, like that's my best friend. Her son. He don't like it either because like his friends be basically talking about his mama. His mom is the baddie. My best friend is the baddie. And he in high school now, but he be feeling the same way. Thank you. Thanks, y'all. Because I had a hater tell me I looked like a busted can of biscuits. I was like, who? Me? Me? Well, I have a question. How is the best way to share that you're abstaining? I don't talk about it until it's necessary. Don't talk about it until it's necessary. Also, if you have certain boundaries where y'all aren't spending time in close proximity, like your boundaries will do the talking for you sometime too. And some men will weed themselves out. Like there was a time when I was abstaining and I was like, yeah, no, I don't do any in-home visits and I don't do this and I don't do that. And those men just naturally, they faded themselves out. We are joking, but literally I feel like all the chasing and the gifts I'm providing is because they're attracted to my body first. Then they see if I'm educated. They see I'm educated, and they really break their necks. Listen, it's like you can have whatever you like, baby. I've literally been like, God, keep them over there. Keep them over there. But I think this was the right time for me to get it done because I'm not going to bend on what it is that I want. At the end of the day, like, you still have to treat me well. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. Oh, yes, his friend saw me recently and my son had to shut that down. He wasn't having it. He wasn't having it. Thank you, Tanisha. I'm in LA and it's almost necessary on a second date. What's necessary on a second date? Can someone be too busy with no time to see you or they just don't want to make time? They don't want to make time. They don't like you enough. Men that like you, they make time. There's no man that is too busy for the woman that he wants. It just doesn't exist. He told me I can't come to the house no more and we have to meet in public. I think I know which one. We talking about number 3? That's what we talking about? Jazz, we talking about number 3? Hey, Zig. If a man already talking about sex when he's just getting to know you, he's playing with you. 10 times out of 10. Yeah. Actually, which one was it? Number one or number two then? If it was number two, I don't trust it. Number one, I could see it. Number two, I'm not telling on you because they not on here. They don't know. Only me and you know the numbers. Only me. It's an inside situation right now. Oh, they don't know the numbers. We know the numbers. I don't trust number two. I don't trust them. But I'm not going to look. I ain't going to judge because I could be wrong. He just seems. Do you support dating multiple men to weed them out? Yes, but dating multiple men for me is just merely conversation and dates. It's not hanging out at the crib, these vacations and all of that. If we're doing all of that, we've now unlocked a new level. Okay? But if I'm just getting to know different guys, like I may go on a date with Johnny on Friday, then I may go for brunch with Sam, and then I may go to dinner with John. You know what I'm saying? If these are people that I'm not, I don't know, I'm going to take my time getting to know them based off my availability and based off my interests. But for me, honestly, it don't take long for me to know if I'm interested in you or not. Either I am or I ain't. So it ain't gonna be no long. There's no multiple dating of men for months. Like I have these 3 guys I'm dating for months. I'm not that girl. I'm not doing that. I will know early on whether or not I want a second date, a third date, etc. It don't take long for me to weed people out. And sometimes they weed themselves out. Why do I attract so many married men? I asked a couple married and single men and their answers were wild. What'd they say? What was their answers? I like the thought process that we don't attract people because I feel like I attract everybody, right? Who I choose is what I focus on. I always look at who I choose. Men are going to be attracted to me, married, unmarried. Unfortunately, it is what it is, right? But who I choose is who I focus on. I don't choose married men. So even if a married man is choosing me, I'm not choosing him back. So it could be 3, 4, 5, 6, 1,000 married men in my DMs, etc., trying to pursue me. And the reality of it is I'm not choosing them back. It also could be a generational curse. You may come from a line of women that dealt with married men, right? I'm not saying that that's what it is. I'm just giving you perspective. You could... I'm going to just say that. I'm going to leave it at those two because I don't know your specific experiences to really understand, like, you know what I'm saying? Because there are married men that try to talk to me too, but I don't give them no time. So I don't feel like I attract married men. I feel like I attract men. The married ones, I just feel like they don't have no integrity. They not loyal to their marriage and they in trouble with God. And that ain't none of my business. Because I'm not going to entertain you either way. I'm not entertaining you. I saw a married man out on a date tonight, child. Me and my best friend, we went out to get a little late night girl time. And, well, not late night because I'm already back, but I was already out and she was out. But nonetheless, we were sitting at the bar and a guy came in with another girl, and I'm like, that is not your wife, and I know who your wife is, and I know your baby mama, and that girl wasn't either one of them. And I was like, well, maybe they just cool until she hit one of these to get some stuff off his face. And I said, oh. Well, I don't initially know they're married, but they always come to me. Once I find out they are married, I shut it completely down. Okay, good. I was attracting married men, non-committed, etc. Dang. Not on a date. I was like, I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. Like, maybe, he just kind of kicking it. Maybe this is like a friend. When she hit one of these and made sure his beard and stuff was clear, I said, that's bae. One of them at least. One of them. I hate when married men cheat. It's so embarrassing for the wife. It is so embarrassing. I mean, honestly, the man should be embarrassed. The wife is me and my best friend, we was just saying, we was like, we are going to go to jail. My husband, we married. I'm going to jail. You cheat on me. I'm going. No, let me not say that. I'm going to God. But I'm going to feel like I want to do something that's going to send me to jail. I'm going to go to God, though. But how I'm going to feel is like I want to do something that's going to make me go to jail. That's how I'm going to feel. But I ain't going to go. I'm going to go to God. Let me change my confession. I attract older men and don't know why. Child, me too. And it seemed like the older of the men, the stupider they are. Like, stupid. Dumb. Like, honestly, some of the younger ones be having more common sense and emotional intelligence than these older ones. These older ones, I be like, Jesus, be a fence all around me every day. Jesus, I need you to protect me. Ooh, she said till death do us part. Child. Women be cheating on their husbands too, y'all. Yes, they do. They do. I would post their pictures online and expose them. I remember back in the day, I had posted on Facebook. I was like, some of y'all married, y'all in my inbox, and I'm about to screenshot and send a message to your wife. Keep playing with me. Baby, when I say they left me alone. They left me alone. Because they had got a little, this was years ago, but they had got a little, it was too much. I was like, y'all are married? Y'all up in my inbox? I'm a snitch. I'm going to tell on you. Okay? I'm telling. I don't know, because I wanted to do a horse kicker. Phew! But guys, listen. God be telling me no. A lot. And I'd be like, God, this one time. Yes, I agree. This next generation is more put together. A lot of men just trying to justify cheating, saying if the wife was taking care of her business, they wouldn't be cheating, right? Like, what? What do you mean? Tell that to God and then come back to me and let me know what he say to you, husband. Because the God I serve is going to look at you and be like, well, if your wife isn't doing what she needs to be doing, you the head, you the leader. You supposed to be covering her with my word. And Ephesians 5 is very clear. I feel like that's what God would say. He would be like, I gave you instruction. If your wife is out of order, you the head of the household. Why you can't get her in order? Oh, because you ain't came and talked to him. Because you don't know him. Because you got 3 Jesus pieces around your neck, but you don't read my Bible. Okay, God, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. After that, in 2025, one more day. A lot of young, because I look young but prefer older. Yeah, I've gotten approached by a lot of young guys that thought I was way younger than I was. And I was like, I appreciate it, nephew, but auntie is 37. Auntie 37. Listen, let me get that one. Can I get one? But I ain't gonna be able to do that. I feel like some women get tired of cooking and cleaning, helping pay bills, and being faithful at the same time. Look, they be tired. The women be tired. No, I follow a lot. I'll say this because I don't know what people's marriages look like offline. I follow a lot of people that look like they have pretty healthy marriages and they really make marriage look beautiful. And I have friends that make marriage look very beautiful as well. So, and not to say that it doesn't come without trials, because they have their own trials. You know, marriage is marriage, but I think it can be a very beautiful, beautiful thing. People can be faithful. I believe people can be faithful. I don't understand that too, because if the head is out of place, everything is out of place. Exactly. But most of these men don't know how to be the head. They want a submissive woman, yet they've never submitted to Christ themselves. How you want something you can't do? How that work? How does that work? What do you say when the guy is always telling you they're focusing on themselves, yet tell you they like you and such? So contradicting. I'm going to say, oh, you're focusing on yourself. Me too. And then I'm going to go focus on myself. And when they start giving me conflicting feelings, I'm going to say, hey, I thought you were focusing on yourself. I don't want to have any mixed signals here. You said you were focusing on yourself, but this seems like you're trying to pursue me. So I just want to be clear on where you stand. You got to call him out on the carpet. Call him out on the carpet. Men will only play with you if you let them. They'll only play with you if you let them. And baby, I ain't letting them. And they be mad. Yes, Jen is actually the direct with the men in real life. Am. In real life. In real life. I cut this guy off. He tried to cut himself back on and then got mad when I was like, hey, you know, you're acting like this, but this is where we were supposed to be. And then his princess side came out. He had a hissy fit. And I was like, oh, that's what a little accountability will do for you. You were told you were too bold. So there's the way to be bold, but also be feminine. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like there's levels to it. When you're first meeting a guy, there's a way to be direct and to be flirty and let them know that you're not playing, but still keep your feminine energy while keeping the chase there, because you still need to make sure that the man is pursuing you. But when you have been dating this person for a while, then there comes a point where you have to stand on business, and that's when you have to be a little bit more bold. That's when you have to be a little bit more stern. And you can still be feminine when you do it, but you just have to put a little stank on it, because you got to let them know you can't play with me. Unfortunately, a lot of these men are used to women that will just let them do whatever and play the game with them. And if you're not that kind of girl, you got to let them know, hey, tricks are for kids. When they're trying to draw two, you need to Uno reverse. Right up on out the picture. You know what I'm saying? Right up on out the picture. Ooh, all right. Anything else y'all want to talk about? This was fun. This was fun. I think I'm going to leave this replay up, because I got a good feeling that Three Jesus Peace chain is gonna come watch it and get mad, and maybe his little friends too. So I'm gonna leave it up. No, I'm gonna leave it up because it was a good live. This was a good live. Anything else y'all want to chat about before I get out of here? Anything else, ladies? If you're just coming in here, I am getting ready to end the live. This was a really good girl talk, but I am going to leave the replay up. You'll come back to the next one? Okay. What? Okay. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. What are some hobbies besides the typical ones that can keep us busy at the beginning of the year as we get through the rest of the holidays? Why do you need things to keep you busy? And why are you getting through the holidays? Like, what's going on that you're not just enjoying them? This was good. This was a good live. I might come back and watch this live myself because I crack myself up. I haven't dated in a year since taking my walk with Christ seriously and being abstinent. How do you let these men know from the jump that I'm Christian and abstinent? What's the art to work on this? So it's really not something it's not something that I've ever had to like say until it was necessary. When it was necessary for me to say it, then I would say it. Now there's been times when I just was like, we had this talk. We had this girl talk before. There's been times in my life where I was like, I'm supposed to be abstinent, but God, I'm going to have to repent afterwards. I'm not saying that you should do that, Jasmine. It's not saying that's what you should do. But your boundaries, your natural boundaries are going to let them know that there are certain things that won't happen. Like when you're abstinent, for real abstinent, you're not spending time at each other's houses, especially if you know that that's a trigger for you and you're not strong enough in those type of settings. Your boundaries will let them know. If a man becomes too touchy-feely in the beginning, you don't like it, hey, I'm not really comfortable with you like that yet, let them know. The more you stand on your boundaries, your boundaries will delete the wrong men. So you don't even have to say, hey, I'm Christian, I'm not having sex until marriage, because even a man that is waiting to have sex until marriage, that could turn him off. Live your boundaries out. Let them adjust. They will either adjust to being the right fit or they won't, because I've been given a ring twice and didn't have to give up the cookie, and both of those men were not abstaining until they met me. But I did not have to tell them, oh, I'm not doing this until da-da-da-da. My boundaries, the way that I live my life, spoke very loudly. Okay? I feel like, oh, yeah. The girl that asked about things to keep busy. Because I don't like the idea of keeping busy. Yes, I don't want that weird girl, like, nope, don't touch me. Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, just set some things in place that you know you would never put yourself in that space for it to happen. So that way they kind of know. And then they'll probably ask like, well, why do you do this? And you're like, oh, well, then you can kind of open it up as a conversation. But I don't talk about it until it's necessary. Is it good to date to marry? Some people said it's not. If you want to be a married woman, you are dating to marry. You're not listening to what other people say, because at the end of the day, these people cannot live the life that you want for yourself. If I say that I want to be married, have children, etc., I'm not listening to anyone who says, you're welcome, Jasmine. I'm not listening to anyone who says, Oh, you don't need to date to get married. You could just have a baby. I'm not listening to them. Get out of my ear. I don't care what you say. This is what I want. This is what I desire. This is what God has for me. That's what I'm going to focus on. As a way to find things to enjoy along with the holidays. I think that you should start enjoying life in general. So when the holidays come along, you don't have to find something to get you through the holidays. Start enjoying. What does the life that you want to live look like? What are your hobbies look like? What are things that you want to do that you've never done before? Where are places that you want to go? Imagine what your dream life would look like. Take the man out of the equation. Your dream life for you. What does that look like? Romanticize over that thing. Do you get facials once a month? Do you go get massages? Do you travel? Do you go listen to live music? Did you pick up a new hobby? Are you working out? Are you reading this particular book? Are you praying more? Are you fasting more? What does your dream life look like? What are you finding out what's going on in your city? Are you being proactive? Are you planning girls' nights? Are you having girls' nights at your house? Are you being social? Right? Start looking at what you want your life to look and feel like and chase that thing down. You know what? Maybe that's what 2025 will be out. We're decentering men, focusing on ourselves, and we're building our dream life. We're building our dream life in 2025. If you have not commented me, comment me so you can join the group chat. Because I am about to get off of here. But that's what we're doing. Look, we're going to be like Maya in 2025. It's all about me, 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 me. Forget about you, 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 you. So what you're going to... Okay? 2025. And not selfishly focused on ourselves. But focusing on ourselves in a way that we are living our dream life. We're living our dream life. And it's not contingent upon our relationship status. If a man comes along, great. But even outside of him, you are living a fulfilled, beautiful life. Also, if y'all want to come with me to Puerto Rico in March, link is in my bio. Girls trip 2025. We're going to Puerto Rico. I think there's 1 or 2 spots left. I don't remember. But if the link is still working, they might have opened it up for more people. I am not in charge of the count. The last she told me it was 3 spots. Somebody told me they signed up, so I'm assuming it's 2. Put your down payment down. Tax season is here. You can pay it off. For tax season, we'll be in Puerto Rico by March. Okay? Let's go to Puerto Rico. I'm going to Jamaica in January. I'm finna have a time. Y'all gonna see my content and be like, you need to plan a trip for us. You need to plan a trip for us. I did. Come with me to Puerto Rico. Okay? My family is in PR. I wish I could go in March. I wish you could go too. I wish you could go too. All right, y'all. This was fun. Have a great night. I'm going to leave the replay up. What's today? The 30th? Tomorrow's the 31st. There's a couple things I need to write down right now so I don't forget to do it tomorrow. Like right now. You too. I can only travel when school is on breaks. Got it. Makes sense. Makes sense. All right, y'all. Bye.